I mean, I thought maybe three or 4 years in New Zealand. I thought there are other countries I'd also like to visit before I croak.
Christopher Plummer was a Canadian actor best known for his performance as Baron Von Trapp in the mega-hit musical film The Sound of Music. Plummer, widely considered as one of Canada's finest performers, established a reputation for bringing to life on film numerous historic figures, including Leo Tolstoy and Rudyard Kipling. Plummer gained greater success later in his career when his films became massive hits and earned critical acclaim. Plummer's remarkable career spanned 5 decades, and he received several honors, including an Oscar, 3 Tony Awards, and a BAFTA Award. He was made a Companion of the Order of Canada, Canada's second highest honor, and was later inducted into the Walk of Fame in Canada.
Lord of the Rings, I grew up on it, actually. It's a great book, and it became a great film. And then Ian played it, Ian McKellen, who was absolutely marvelous in it.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Arthur Christopher Orme Plummer, but is also known as Christopher Plummer. He was born December 13, 1929 in Ontario, Canada. He died at the age of 91. He stands at 178 centimeters or 5 feet 10 inches tall. Plummer was most remembered for his portrayal of Captain Von Trapp, a harsh widower who finally falls in love with Maria, a young nun recruited to care for his 7 children. The actor despised both the character and the film. Plummer told People in 1982 that emotive stuff is the most difficult for me to perform, especially considering I'm trained vocally and physically for Shakespeare. To play a bad part like Von Trapp, you have to employ every trick you know to fill the role's empty corpse. That film follows me around like an albatross. Plummer's vocals were never showcased in the film since his voice was dubbed over in one of The Sound of Music's most popular pieces. It was really beautifully done. In those days, they were extremely particular about matching voices in musicals, so the entrances and departures from the songs were my voice, and then they filled in. Julie, of course, had been, trained as she was tone perfect since she was in her cradle, which is an irritating thing to acknowledge, and it was really difficult to keep up with her and her lengthy, prolonged notes. So sure I was, and they did a great job because it sounded just like me. As much as Plummer hated performing in The Sound of Music, he regretted not accepting the role of Gandalf when Peter Jackson offered him the position in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. He didn't want to spend several years of his life in New Zealand at the moment. I thought there could be more nations I'd like to see before I die, he explained in an interview. He did, however, enjoy Ian McKellen's portrayal of the wizard. I could have been cold and serious, he said. When word of Plummer's death broke, most people thought that the late actor died of old age. His reason of death, though, was a little more convoluted. Plummer died on February 5, 2021 in his Weston, Connecticut home. Elaine Taylor, the actor's wife, informed the New York Times that the actor died from a hit to the head caused by a fall at his house. Taylor did not provide any further information. Plummer was prepared to play King Lear on film for the first time when he died, under the guidance of famous Broadway director Des McCann. Plummer has 3 marriages. Tammy Grimes, an actress, was his first wife, whom he married in 1956. Their marriage lasted 4 years, and they had a daughter, actress Amanda Plummer, together. Plummer married writer Patricia Lewis on May 4, 1962, and they divorced in 1967. On October 2, 1970, Plummer married actress Elaine Taylor 3 years after his second divorce. Plummer and Elaine shared an apartment in Weston, Connecticut. Plummer's second and third marriages resulted in no children.
Warmer, which I might not have brought to it. I might have been a little cold and imperious. He was warm, and I hate the son of a bitch.
Arthur Christopher Orme Plummer was born in Toronto, Ontario, Canada on December 13, 1929. Plummer grew up as an only child in Montreal, and his mother introduced him to the arts at a young age, taking him to many plays and events. Plummer began his acting career by studying the piano. I seriously considered becoming a concert pianist, he said in an interview, Plummer altered his plans after concluding that professional piano playing was extremely lonely and really hard labor. Plummer, who was classically educated as a theater actor, was found by English producer and director Eva Le Gallienne. In 1954, she offered him his first New York theater job in The Star-Crossed Story, starring Mary Astor. Despite the fact that the production only had one performance, Plummer quickly earned more stage work, eventually headlining for Britain's National Theatre and Royal Shakespeare Company. Plummer made his film debut in 1958's Stage Struck, directed by Sidney Lumet, after a series of television roles. The next year, he was nominated for his first Tony Award for the play J.B., as well as an Emmy Award for his work on the television show Hallmark Hall of Fame, specifically the episode Little Moon of Alban. With roles on theater and television, his career took off. With the blockbuster musical picture The Sound of Music in 1965, Plummer soared to international prominence. He portrayed Captain Von Trapp, a widower who finally falls in love with Maria, the young nun he employs to care after his 7 children. The film is based on the historical story of the Von Trapps, who escaped Austria during the advent of the Nazi dictatorship. However, the film takes certain changes with the musical family's true history. Despite the fact that The Sound of Music was a huge success, Plummer had mixed views about the production. He has confessed that he dismissed the part in the film at the same time. He was a pampered, arrogant young bastard, spoiled by too many wonderful theatrical parts, he wrote in his 2008 book, In Spite of Myself, and still harbored that old-fashioned stage actor's snobism against movie making. Plummer soon returned to the stage. In 1974, he received his first Tony Award for his performance as the lead character in Cyrano. Plummer won his first Emmy Award for the 1976 miniseries The Money Changers, based on Arthur Haley's novel. He also appeared in The Return of the Pink Panther, 1975, with Peter Sellers, The Man Who Would Be King, 1975, with Sean Connery and Michael Caine, and International Velvet, 1978, with Tatum O'Neal. In the 1980s, Plummer searched out a variety of acting opportunities. He made his Broadway debut as Iago in Othello in 1982, and subsequently as the main role in Macbeth, 1988. On television, he featured in the popular miniseries The Thornbirds in 1983, and as a narrator in the children's film The Velveteen Rabbit, 1985.
else? I mean, but clearly you love acting. You're so good at it.
I love it. I'm not good at anything else. I can play the piano when 8 sheets to the wind. I'm quite good at it.
Plummer earned $8,858 per day. Plummer died with a net worth of at least $20 million, owing to his extensive career spanning decades. Plummer's net worth was derived through his appearances on the Broadway stage, in addition to films such as The Sound of Music and most recently, Knives Out. Christopher Plummer and his wife Elaine Taylor lived in Weston, Connecticut, the home of acclaimed and award-winning actor Christopher Plummer. They've lived at this house since February 2nd, 1981. Plummer owns several cars: a Invicta S-Type, a Mustang Shelby, a 1939 BMW 328, Bristol 401, and a 1931 Invicta.